Imagine a world slowly sinking into darkness. In the mid-19th century, as dusk fell, towns and cities flickered with a faint sputtering glow. This was the age of the whale oil lamp, a luxury that cast more smoke and shadow than it did light. Its dim flame was the pinnacle of illumination, but it came at a tremendous cost. The world's insatiable thirst for this fuel had pushed the great whales to the brink of extinction, sending whaling ships on ever longer and more perilous voyages. The oil was becoming catastrophically expensive, and as the supply dwindled, it seemed inevitable that progress itself would be extinguished, leaving humanity to grope in the dark. The era demanded a new source of light, but no one knew where to find it. Amidst this creeping gloom, one man embarked on what the world considered a fool's errand. His name was Edwin Drake, a former railroad conductor with no geological training, who arrived in the quiet backwoods of Titusville, Pennsylvania. He was hired not for his expertise, but for the simple perk of a free rail pass. His mission was to drill for rock oil, a substance that sometimes seeped from the ground and was used in small quantities as a patent medicine. The local townsfolk watched his strange, steam-powered derrick with amusement and scorn. They saw a man attempting to pierce the very earth, battling collapsing drill shafts and stubborn rock with a machine that constantly broke down. Laughed at, mocked, and with his funding cut off, his project was universally derided as Drake's folly. But Drake, fueled by a stubborn belief, refused to give up. Then, on a hot summer afternoon, the Earth answered. On August 27, 1859, after months of relentless failure, the drill bit, having reached a depth of just 69.5 feet, suddenly dropped into a crevice. The next morning, the crew found a dark, thick liquid floating at the top of the borehole. As they began to pump, the ground trembled. With a sudden roar, a geyser of black gold erupted from the well, spewing into the sky and drenching a stunned but triumphant Edwin Drake. The skeptics who had come to jeer now stood frozen in disbelief, watching as the crude oil pooled around the derrick, staining the ground with the promise of a new age. The earth itself had bled black, and the world would never be the same. What followed was not just a spark, but a global conflagration of progress. Drake's discovery ignited a firestorm of change that remade civilization in a matter of decades. The rolling hills of Pennsylvania vanished beneath a forest of oil derricks as boomtowns sprang up overnight. The foul-smelling rock oil was refined into kerosene, a cheap and brilliant illuminant that banished the night from homes across the world, making light accessible to all. But its impact went far beyond the lamp. This newfound energy source fueled the roaring furnaces of industry, powered locomotives that stitched